Hello, relatives. My name is Karina Gould, and I would like to acknowledge that we are in Yulangu today, the name of this ancestral territory. This is the ancestral territory of the Ramaytush Ohlone people. They are not my people. I actually come from the East Bay, but I was asked to come here from Cece, who I totally adore, as many of you all do here today. Cece never ceases to inspire me, as she does so many people here in the Bay Area and around the world. And I am totally amazed and humbled to be here in the presence of all of this artwork that really talks about a revolution of love, and a revolution of us moving, and a revolution that only artists can bring. And Cece brings it hard for all of us. I can generally not hold a pen or a pencil straight most of the times, but when I look at the beautiful ways that this art moves me, and the poetry on the walls, and to know that Cece has worked with us at the SOMArts Land Trust and has created amazing work with us and for us on the land sites, I'm honored to be here in the presence of all of this with all of you. I am so happy and honored, Cece, to know you in this lifetime, to know that there is such a warrior as yourself that's able to give us this way of visualizing and seeing something that's different in this world. And that's what artists do. And you speak to the souls of us, and I am so thankful for that. And so we honor you today in this ancestral territory as we learn about how to be human beings. And you teach us that through so many ways. And so we honor you today, and thank you so much for bringing so much of your good self forward. And we'd like to offer you these flowers on behalf of us.
Because the energy in here is so profound. Like, I had all these comments I generated after you were speaking, after seeing the energy in the arts world. I'm like, I don't even need to use these comments. I'm just going to tell you, it is time for a revolution, and that revolution is based on joy. And that's one of the things that at SOMArts we are proud to embrace in everything that we do here. So I want to say thank you to all of you for coming out this evening. It means so much to me and the staff, and on behalf of the staff and the board, I just want to say thank you for coming, because this is a real moment in San Francisco, if you are not aware. And one of the things that I find and have found very inspiring about Cece is that not only for many years I've known you, Cece, and I knew about your art practice, but I also knew about your commitment to advocacy, and I also knew that you were a fierce warrior, and you have left a beautiful trace around the city. You've taken it out into the world, and one of the things that Cece does that's tremendously powerful is she helps other artists. So this is leadership expressed as love, and I am just here to say I'm very, very inspired by you. And I also want to just tell everyone, like I mentioned before, this is a pretty intense moment, globally, locally, in every way that you can imagine. And I want to remind people that it was like activists just like Cece, artists and activists that founded the cultural centers. This was back in the 70s. And these artists and activists demanded that the city find spaces for people of color to have a place to hub, to have a place for cultural expression. And unfortunately, we have lost one of our cultural centers. And I just want to call it out because I think it's important that we mention that we've lost the Mission Cultural Center for Latino Arts, MCCLA. And not to bring the house down, but I'm thinking about a revolution. And I'm thinking that this is the time that we have to show up, we have to voice our opinions about what we want to see in the city, and thinking about the inspiration from Cece and all the activism that you've done to help other artists. This is our moment to make sure that we're keeping our cultural centers and all art spaces free and accessible to people of color for many generations to come. We are responsible for putting some amazing artists into the world. We nurture the next generation of arts workers. So I just want to put that out there in this moment of, I feel the ancestors here, and my work here has always been about honoring the ancestors that have gone before me. And one person that I definitely want to, call out in this moment is Renee Yanez. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Renee Yanez. Renee Yanez is why I have this job. So just want to say that, and just want to say thank you, Cece. This is world building. This is beyond an exhibition. You have brought us into a space where we can feel healed. We can feel love. We can feel powerful. And with that, I want to introduce you to our Director of Exhibitions and Programming, who played a significant role in mounting this amazing exhibition, Carolina Quintanilla. Thank you so much, Carolina.
Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Carolina Quintanilla. First, I just want to say how exciting it is to see everybody here celebrating Cece's work. It was such a treat to see everybody come in during installation too. So just seeing her bigger community here is just the sweetest moment, and I hope you feel celebrated and loved today. To start, I want to begin by extending gratitude to a talented group of creatives and professionals responsible for making the show possible. Malaya, I'm not sure if any of these folks are here. They are. Malaya, T, and Jesus, the incredible installation team. Jesus also did the beautiful lighting. Dara, who promoted the show. Chris, Sean, Evan, Gina, and Dre, for their support and leadership to make tonight a smooth celebration. And the rest of the SOMArts crew and board for supporting this exhibition. And again, just shout out to all the people that came during install. Y'all made it fun. Thank you. I remember early conversations with Cece. I was poking at why she hadn't done a solo exhibition. And I was really excited about the possibilities. And so fast forwarding to today, standing amid her vision, I'm just so thankful that you said yes. So thank you out loud for that. Standing here, you see a collection of artwork that delves into the sacred and reimagines creation stories that ask, what realities and stories about ourselves do we create when we exist between worlds and identities? What possibilities open before us? For those who don't know, Cece Carpio is a visual artist, educator, and cultural strategist. She was born in Laguna, Philippines, and migrated to San Francisco when she was 12. Her experience of cultural displacement, urban alienation, and possibility through creation informed her artistic practice. Her practice is rooted in the belief that art is a living force for social connection and transformation. It is a way to honor histories, build coalitions, and imagine liberatory futures. Without further delay, here is Cece Carpio.
They described this as a solo show, but it wouldn't have happened without the village. Like, all the folks wanting to give a shout out, Nancy and Jessica, who like slept in my house, just like give us something to do. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. For all the folks that you've seen dancing over here, they were just like, what do you want to do? I was like, dance, do something. Do something, do whatever it is that you do. Essentially, I think this show is about us. we're constantly creating stories. I mean, as immigrant in the diaspora, as an indigenous person in the diaspora, like, we kind of have to kind of figure out new places and make up our own stories to go. And a lot of the stuff that you will see in this show is about that journey. Some are mine, some are influences and affected by other folks, and some just kind of like imagined. And I think it's actually really timely in a time where we're in right now, where we're under like, a political crisis in all the different angles and ways. It is creativity, it is our imagination, it is how we dream that we can get through this, not to survive it, but actually win it. And I still have to believe that because these are many comrades that are here who I know, not just enjoying art shows and telling each other stories, but out in the street really making a change and creating that world that we want to live in. So props to the inspiration of all your stories. I know folks were like kind of asking me, because a big part of the show is, I don't consider myself a writer, but I'm wanting the story to be a big part of this. So I started writing parts of that, and there's some folks who are like, did this really happen? Don't ask me that, because some are real, some are imagined, but that's all that's how we get through it. But yes, thank you, Nancy and Jessica. Folks here already gave love to Maria and Carolina, Inez. I'm just shouting loud.